Hello everyone, I'm Shelly Harris with Run Signups product RaceJoy. This is an overview for race organizers and covers ways in which you can use RaceJoy for helping with race operations. Just as a recap, RaceJoy is a mobile app focused on offering an interactive race day experience. Races offer RaceJoy so that participants and spectators can take advantage of live GPS tracking of the participant's actual location, along with progress alerts that are typically sent out at every mile and include location, pace, and estimated finish time. And people can send instant supportive cheers to one another. Some races also deliver immediate scored results within RaceJoy. If you would like more information about these features, please visit RaceJoy's website to see an overview video. We've taken these foundational features and repurposed them to provide powerful information for race operations, and this is what we're focusing on today. Race organizers can use RaceJoy to help manage the race experience through a number of features, including live tracking of the race operations team, race day monitoring of operations and participants, and multiple communications tools. Now let's dive into each of these. Let's first focus on how to use RaceJoy specifically for helping to manage race operations. A key feature for race organizers is the ability to use RaceJoy to track the race operations team. You can track the lead and tail vehicles, the race director, ambulances, and other race operations personnel. This is available during race hours, and tracking is activated 30 minutes prior to the race start time and is typically turned off 2 hours after the official closing of the course. By using the app, people have the flexibility to easily track each other from their phones, which enables them to freely move about on race day and still stay connected and informed. This shows what it looks like to track one another on the app. So how you track each other as the race operations is to first set up your phone or tablet to be tracked. This will be the device that you plan to have with you on race day. You do this by following the same steps that a race participant would. When you access the event in RaceJoy, click I want to be tracked. Then when entering your name, either enter the function you are serving, a code name like Big Dog for the race director, or your real name. Then select one of the event's courses and follow the remaining prompts. It is important to note that pacers or lead and tail vehicles will need to select the course they will be completing in order to get the progress alerts in RaceJoy. Then on race day, simply activate your tracking by clicking the green blinking Track Me button. Again, this gets turned on within 30 minutes of the race starting. How you track other people working the race is simply by clicking on the Add Participant icon, searching for the individual, and adding them to your participant list. On race day, click the Track button to see where your coworkers are. One suggestion to make finding each other easier is to use a single bib number for race operations, such as 777. Bib numbers are optional in RaceJoy and offer a quick way to find someone. You can even create bib numbers for different groups, like 777 for general race operations and 999 for volunteers, whatever works for you. Races can also create a race operations category for people to choose when logging into RaceJoy. By doing this, you can then use tracking beyond just race day, since you can set the date and time to cover the entire race weekend. So you could be tracking one another during the expo days as well. The other benefit for this approach is that it makes it easier to monitor and communicate with the race operations team from RaceJoy's monitoring console, which I'll get to in a few moments. However, if you are a smaller race or don't need tracking beyond race day, just using the special race operations bib number would be the easiest approach. To create a special race category, simply go to the race setup section and create a special event just like you would for a marathon or 5K. You can label it race operations only or whatever you wish to call it. Make sure to enable this event though for RaceJoy in the RaceJoy setup section. The Race Operations Only category will then appear as a course option when logging into RaceJoy. Everyone working the race would select this instead of the other race courses. One thing to note, again, that there are certain roles like the lead and sag wagon and pacers that will need to select the course they are completing in order to receive the progress alerts and location updates. Another key race operations feature within the app is RaceJoy's in-app audio messaging through the Send a Cheer section. By using the Text to Cheer feature, you can send custom messages to individuals you select. You can send to one individual or groups of individuals. Simply select the people you want to send the message to, type in your message, and push send. Your message will be played within seconds in audio format. If you miss an audio message, you can easily replay them in the Buzz Cheer section of RaceJoy. Now here's the sample.
We have a bunch of bandits coming up at mile 5. A cheer from Big Dog.
So those are the key race operations tracking and communication features within the app itself. Now let's get into RaceJoy's race monitoring system, which offers a central web-based console for monitoring and communicating with race operations and participants. This can be accessed from any internet browser, so from laptops, tablets, and even phones, and there's no additional cost for this. Race organizers access the monitoring console by going to RaceJoy's dashboard and clicking the Race Day Monitoring button. Then search for race operations individuals that you'd like to track. This is where that special bib number makes it easier to find the race operations team. Also, adding the race operations only category for people to log into makes it even more convenient for the person monitoring things, as they can quickly pull up all who are logged in as race operations with a single click. With this, they can also quickly send mass audio messages to all of the operations teams. And here's another sample.
Alert! We are closing the course due to lightning. Please proceed to the nearest aid station for instructions. A message from RaceJoy Marathon.
So as a recap, from a race operations perspective, races can use RaceJoy on the ground for mobile tracking and communications between each other by using the app through the phones and tablets. Races also have a central monitoring console to see an at-a-glance view of things and can quickly communicate with those that are working the race. How you set things up is really up to you and the needs of your event. You can simply log into RaceJoy using your race function or your name, and you can also use special bib numbers to make finding the team faster, or you can also create a special event in RaceJoy. These are all just suggestions for creating some efficiencies for finding one another in RaceJoy. Now let's focus on the participant side of things and how you can use RaceJoy to help manage the race experience. An equally important feature with the monitoring system is the ability to monitor participants that are using RaceJoy. This provides an at-a-glance view of participants and the ability to instantly access performance information like pace and estimated finish time for an individual. The person using the monitoring system can also access global stats like how many have passed certain milestones. RaceJoy also issues off-course alerts when participants go off course. This is helpful in understanding if there is a problem spot on the course, and it is a feature many ultra distances and trail races are showing a great interest in. You can send an immediate audio message from the console to these individuals, letting them know that they're off course and help guide them back. Or races can choose to have audio off-course alerts delivered automatically to participants if they get off course through RaceJoy. So that is an option that you can elect for. You can also see a route replay of participants who use RaceJoy. This is a helpful tool in verifying the path a person took, especially if there is a question about an individual. In addition, we have seen timers use this as a backup when issues occur with a person's bib tag not reading. This can be a very valuable verification tool for your event. Like with race operations, races can send mass audio messages to all participants doing a certain course or to individual participants. Simply type in the message and they are issued instantly in audio format and can again be replayed in the Buzz area of RaceJoy. So we've covered the various ways in which you can use RaceJoy to send audio messages with race operations and participants, either sending directly to an individual or more of a mass approach to a specific group. Now let's cover your main race news alert system. You can send important race news to all those that enter your event in RaceJoy, including participants and spectators and race operations. These are sent out as in-app notifications and appear like a text message, like shown on the screen. As always, people can review messages in the Buzz area of RaceJoy, and you can pre-schedule these or send them on the fly as needed on race day, the days leading up to the event, and also post-race. We have a few larger events that use RaceJoy to help close down the course due to the extreme weather conditions that they experienced. And race organizers have been very surprised how much RaceJoy helped them to not only communicate with everyone, but to help them locate participants and get them off the course quickly. So RaceJoy can be a very effective component of your communications plan. You manage these messages through the RaceJoy dashboard and also preload content for contingency planning purposes, and that is an option that you can do. We have some races that load potential weather condition messages so that they can have it loaded and ready to go just in case they need it. Content is very flexible and can include graphics and links and videos. This is a good place to showcase sponsors, and you can adjust the preloaded RaceJoy messages by adding in your own race logo and also your sponsor logos, as shown on the screen. Another feature I wanted to wrap up with is the ability to display the race monitoring screen at the race site onto a large video display. It is a nice way to add some animation and advanced technology to your race site. You simply open another browser of the monitoring console and click the display button. So to sum things up, RaceJoy provides a variety of race operations tools, including live tracking of the race operations team, race day monitoring of race operations and participants, along with a variety of ways to effectively communicate real time with individuals and on a mass communications level. If you have any questions or would like to schedule a call, please send an email to shellyharris@racejoy.com. Thanks so much for watching this video, and I hope you found it to be helpful.